Yo, what up, street talk, street gods, street vlogs? Or Kim in the house. Bus. Okay. Okay, so, honey, work nullo. How to become a Stoic? So we all want to become more Stoic. So, some turbo thoughts. First and foremost, like, do you want to become a Stoic? Is the first question. Right? Like, is this something that's interesting and desirable? Honey, GPS ang mama? Oopsies. Vegetable. 바켓에서 던졌어요. So the first thing, 말똥이 친구s, hello 말들. 말똥이가 말똥이, 말똥이가 말똥해. 하늘이가 말똥해요. Yeah, so the first thing to consider is, do you even want to become a Stoic? Is this something that's interesting or positively desirable to you? So for me, I mean, Stoicism ain't perfect, nothing is. And, you know, typically any school of thought. 잠깐? 왜? 물? 여기 물 조금 있네. 이거, 오케이, 한이가 해. 오케이. 봐봐, 보여줄게, 이거 봐. 이렇게 했어? 오케이? 잠깐 했어요, 오케이? 잠깐 해요. Any school of thought is not good, but you know, Stoicism is, you know, kind of the least bad philosophical methodologies that we got at our disposal. And my thought is, it's not like, you know, following no rule book. Ain't no rule book. Even our best friend Marcus Aurelius, he wasn't really a Stoic. He doesn't really even mention it. So I think maybe Stoicism, I mean, it comes from Stoa, you know, the porch. It's kind of more just like a concept. My basic thought is essentially just like becoming more manly or masculine or virtuous. Ver means man. Virtuosity seems to be a good thought. And you know, but ultimately you can make of it whatever you want. I always say just pick and choose. Posit your own thoughts. But for me, my thought is Stoicism is essentially it's about becoming more manly. It's you know, however you want to define manliness is up to you. Everyone's gonna define manliness in a different way. And it's funny too, cause like, and this is just like the turbo thought I had. You just Google why manliness. I did a pretty interesting essay. 이거 잠깐, okay? 잠깐, okay? 잠깐, okay? 잘했어요, 하늘이. 많이 할래? 아빠, okay. 하고 싶은 많이, okay? 상? 잘했어요. So practically my thought is men should philosophize on manly matters, right? And women should philosophize and opine on feminist matters. I don't think the two should cross. So for example, men should not criticize feminism, feminist theory, feminist praxis, as Cindy likes to call it. But similarly speaking, yeah, I don't think that women or feminine matters. 빨간 bus should opine on men, masculine. So like whenever I hear notions of quote toxic masculinity coming from a non-man, it's I find it very distasteful. Honey, minibus ang mama. So that's just my thought. And it's actually important because, you know, actually before Sen was born, we actually thought he was a girl. So, you know, it's like, you know, it's like, you know, you got a boy or a girl, no matter. You kind of want what's best for your kid, right? So it's also tricky too because like this like gender, non-binary, it's like kind of tricky. It's just like, what do you want to make of it? So for example, if Sen was a girl, I find it very disrespectful to put little girls in little frilly ballerina thingies. I'm just like, I just think aesthetically it just kind of looks ugly and stupid. And also for me, ever since like I was like a kid or a teenager, a high schooler, college student, even now it's like the notion of quote-unquote gender bending is kind of interesting to me insofar much that, I go to gym, I roll up my shirt to be a crop top, right? Typically only like girls or quote-unquote gay guys do that, right? Or like, rolling up my shorts, shorts. It's only the things that the girls at the gym do, or, I guess now I do. Because actually from a performance perspective, I actually prefer it. And just the way you talk and dress, whatever. Anyways, essentially just be whatever you want to be or become, and don't let nobody tell you otherwise. But anyways, so with Stoicism, just some thoughts. Don't give shit, don't take shit, kind of a Nassim Taleb sentiment. Another sentiment is Mood apa at? I think men should reserve their anger and fury for other men, not towards women. So I think just a Stoic thought I had is men should not get, 잠깐만, apa? Okay. 잠깐. Okay. 빨리. Yeah, so like towards women, I think a man should not, invoke fury upon women. I think that's bad, whether it be mental or physical, certainly. Reserve your anger towards other men. And I think also from a Stoic perspective, be super duper nice to everyone you meet, right? Be respectful, but once someone kind of crosses the line, don't take shit. I mean, yeah. Hey, 물 많이? 아빠, okay. 했어? 많이 했어요. Okay. So like, I'm starting to realize at the gym too, it's like, so many people like kind of give me backhanded compliments, and actually what it is it's actually an insult in disguise. So don't take no insults, right? Like, so whenever you think someone's saying you a backhanded compliment or insult, like actually push them. It's like, oh yeah, what do you mean by that? It's like I was wearing all my compression Lululemon clothings, right, with my crop top, and then dude at the gym who I was super nice to the other day was like, oh, 우리가 잘했어요. 빨간 바스 아니면 초록색깔 바스. Okay. He was like, you're looking really comfortable or cozy or something like that, right? And I was like, what do you mean by that? He's like, oh, yeah, looking really comfortable. And then like he walked away, and then I actually, 물 apa? Okay. And so I actually followed him. I was like, what do you mean when you say comfortable, cozy? And then I kept pushing on it, and then like, I think what he was thinking is that like, oh, my compression clothing like made me look weird or, something like that. So anyways, don't take shit, right? 한이 동전 젖었어요. 한이 동전 안 맞마? 다음 동전? 한이 동전이 어디 있노? 여기 있네. 동전 하나 있어요. So don't take shit. And I call it, when you think about game theory, forgiving tit for tat. So be super duper nice to everyone you meet, right? And then someone rubs you the wrong way, forgive them once, but they do it again, don't tolerate it. Or you can do 2x tit for tat forgiving, right? Where it's like, someone rubs you the wrong way, forgive them. They rub you, still be nice to you. They rub you the wrong way, be nice to them again. And the third time, strike out. No, none of that bullshit, right? And actually, the funny thing too is like, I think I'm like the world's nicest guy of all time, right? And so I treat everyone did that, and then, I was, nice to some homeboys at the gym. And then the second they kind of like, I'm like, hey, how's it going? He's like, don't talk to me about, eating liver and bullshit. I'm like, nah, dude, like F you then, right? And so then like, they know that I'm super nice typically, and that I don't make eye contact when I avoid them, and they just kind of like, oh, like what did I do wrong? And then so like once again, it's just like life's too short for BS. Don't tolerate BS. And I think whenever you see people who are what you consider ugly metaphorically, more 잘했어요. 동작하고 포커스요. Whenever you see people who you consider quote-unquote ugly, whether it be physically or metaphorically, I mean, I typically think of to be just like, when I see something that I don't like, or people acting a certain way or talking a certain way that I consider ugly, just don't acknowledge it, just keep your distance, right? Don't make eye contact. And just more thoughts on manliness to come. Just Google Eric Kim, why manliness, and turbo thought on.